In this last section of the lesson, we look at some of Mathematica's historical entities, and in particular some of the ones that have historical geospatial information. And in order to explore this idea, we use this concept of the axial age, which was a term coined by the German philosopher Karl Jaspers. We start by retrieving the summary plain text of the Wikipedia article on the axial age so that you can familiarize yourself with that if it's not a concept that's familiar to you. We can use the Karl Jaspers person entity to extract a little bit of information about his birth and death, dates and places. Now, this period, which he defined as the 8th to the 3rd century BCE, overlapped with other historical periods. So we can use entity list to create a list of overlapping periods that happened at least over some of the same years. And we get this collection of periods which we can then visualize using a timeline. So we can start with the ones that are in Asia, and here on the axis of the timeline in blue is the axial age. We can see that some of these Asian periods are extremely long, others are very short, and of course we can always highlight one and get its starting and ending dates. We can do the same thing for the Near East and Europe, and for the Americas. Now, it's also possible for many of these historical periods and for historical countries to plot them on a map. So I've taken two historical countries that were existent in the year 600 BCE, and I've plotted them using the dated polygon for minus 600, that's 600 BCE, to specify the year that we're interested in. And so here's one that overlaps a large portion of northern India. Here's another one in the Near East, ranging across what was sometimes referred to as the Fertile Crescent. Now we can also use entities to learn about various schools of religious and philosophical thought. So if we start with one of these historical periods, we can ask for the people who were involved in it, and then we can ask for information about those individual people, and that's what this next set of entities does. We just grab the birth dates of the people involved in the so-called Golden Age of Pericles. We can ask for information about the founders of particular religions and their founding dates. We can ask for people associated with philosophical schools of thought, like the major people of Taoism, and so on.